Alright, hello everyone. My name is Bianca Brooks, and today I'm going to be talking about my new hairstyle with you, my rubber band sew-in weave. So I was very happy. I got to be a hair model yesterday for the very famous hairstylist, Janelle, also known as Coco Maine, for a hairstyling class, a live event. So yesterday I got a rubber band sew-in weave and I love it, and here's why. Usually when I would go to the salon, they would braid my hair and then they would sew in the weave, and it would take 2 hours, 2.5 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours even sometimes to get the hair sewn in. And even though I'd come out looking pretty, I'd also be tired, and sometimes, I'd be getting bored sitting in that chair because, I don't want to spend the whole day at the salon getting my weave done sometimes. So the great thing about the rubber band sew-in weave is that it only takes 40 minutes to an hour. So if you're in a rush, you have a date, you have an audition, somewhere you need to go to, I would definitely recommend the rubber band sew-in weave. It's also healthier for you because oftentimes when people get their hair braided and then get the weave sewn in, they think it's their hair, they leave it in for too long, and it damages their hair. Also, when they get it braided, oftentimes when they're brushing it, it kind of yanks back, and what that does is that it also damages your own hair, so that's not healthy. And even though gluing in the weave takes less time, I would always recommend to use glue sparingly. When I say sparingly, I do mean sparingly. So the great thing about this, like I said, is that it takes less time, and I just want to give you guys a close-up of it because it's so good. And can you see that? Can you see that? I hope that you can see that. So yes, the great thing about it is it takes less time, and I would recommend this, instead of spending the whole day at the salon, and it's healthier because you'll know when it's time to take it out. After 1 or 2 washes, which is as long as it can last, so maybe 3 or 4 weeks, and it blends in with your hair really well. It's less bulky than the braids, the rubber bands. They're more likely to, just blend in underneath your hair. So a lot of people would also say, well, isn't a rubber band damaging to your hair? No. That only happens when you take out the rubber band and then you drag it along every strand of your hair, and what happens by the time the rubber band reaches the end, you look at it and then all your hair has been dragged out with it, and you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to entangle your hair along the way. You're supposed to, if you put a rubber band in your hair, just pop it where it is. Just like with this rubber band sew-in weave, when it's time to take it out, all the rubber bands are going to be popped. Nothing is going to be dragged along the strands of my hair. I would recommend for a hairstylist for photo shoots and movie sets that you learn how to do this. It is definitely less time consuming. So subscribe and leave your comments below.